Welcome. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to add the Questguide NPC in the tutorial islands. Now, before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, toggle the notification key, put a thumbs up and comment on the video, as this will help increase the view rates as well as our channel. Now, that's all over and done with. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and here we go. Let's get started. Now, we need to open up the following files, which is questguide.java. Make sure it looks bare basic like this, as normally as we do with every other tutorial. We also need option handler, npc handler, and dialog handler. Now, to get dialog handler and questguide, they're underneath the com.feather.game.player.dialogues section, and you'll find them there. Now, for npc handler and object handler, we need to go to com.feather.net.decoders.handler and find them in there. Okay, to get started, we're going into Dialog Handler. We need to find a section and find the nearest value that we could use. Now, if we scroll down and look around, we can find some that are there, some that are missing. Well, in this case, I found that value 19 was missing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type it here. And the only reason why I'm putting it here is because it's right next to the Runescape guide and the survival expert. So what we need to do is we need to type in class with a capital. We need to type in dialogue inside these two arrows, if that makes sense, and then we want to press space. Value 19, right, is equal to open bracket. We want to say class in those left and right arrow things, less than or greater to sort of symbol. We're going to type in dialogue again. Okay, we're going to press space after all that, after the closing bracket. And we want to type in class, right? I'm going to press enter and we're going to type .for name, and we want to type in the class that we're doing. So it's quest guide, right? Now that we've got quest guide there, we need to type in .class, right? .get canonical name, or whatever you want to call it, and then press semicolon. Underneath that, we need to type in handled, right? Dialogues .put. And this here needs to be open and closing parentheses, and we need to type in what it's called, so quest guide. And the value, we need to type in value and whatever value it was, so value 19 in my case. Yours might be different. And then we want to press semicolon at the end, Control S to save. Click out of that because that's no longer important. Now, NPC Handler, find the Master Chef, Survival Expert, and RuneScape guide. They're around the 220 mark to 230 mark. Once you find it, type in else if, and then we want to type in npc.getID, right? And we want to say it's equal to 949, right? We want to press enter. And we're going to do player.getDialogManager.startDialog, and then we want to start the dialogue of, quest guide, right? The parameters needs to be npc.getID. Okay, Control S and save. Get out of that code. Don't need it. Now we're going to do this part here first. I just want to get this out of the way so that way we can work on the rest. Okay, so we're going to type in at line, say 185 to 160, or 185 to like 190. It's just after the master.search objects that we used in the previous tutorial, Master Chef to be exact, or Survival Expert, that stuff. In between these two anyways, I'm doing this code. So what I'm going to type in is if, and I'm going to say object.getID is equal to 36779, and then we'll say or object.getID is equal to 33793, and then we'll say or again, and then press enter. So we want to make sure we're bringing this with us, right? We want to go here and type in object.getID is .getID is equal to 836, right? I'm going to say or again. I'm going to say object.getID is equal to 36832, and we'll say or again, and we'll say object.getID is equal to 36804, and then we'll say or object.getID is equal to 36813, or, and then say object.getID is equal to 36803. And then after that, open and close curly bracket. We need to type in quest guide dot, and we don't have this at the moment, but type in get info. We want to do open and closing bracket, type in player, and then object. Okay, so that's what we need to do. Semicolon at the end, and make sure we do that. We can go here and we can create this method. Right, so now that we've got that method, this is what we're going to be writing in shortly. But before we do so, let's write up all of the integers and the booleans, okay? So all the way up the top, underneath the dialogue section, we need to type in the following. But actually, before we do that, can we move on to doing this? Please go to your tools and open up Valk Cache Suite, okay? So Valkyrie Cache Suite, or whatever you want to call it. Once it's loaded, please load up your your cache file. So find it. In my case, mine's underneath the data or data folder with cache inside my Feather server. Once we've done that, we want to open up objects, please. Okay, open this. Now I want to type in the following objects, and I need you guys to follow on with this, and I'll explain why. So we need to type in 36779. Okay, suit of armor. Change all the options that I'm going to give you to search. So only option 1 on every single item needs to be changed to search, then save. Okay, so that you've done that, go to the next one, which is 33793. We want to type in search in the click option 1 and save again. Once we've done that, we need to do 836. Do the same thing, search and then save it. Then after that, we need to do 36832. In the bookcase one, we need to put search underneath click option 1 and save it again. And underneath 36804, which says painting, we put the search option underneath option 1 and save it. Then we need to go 36813, and we need to see that's painting again, search, and then put the search in click option 1, then save. And then the last one, which is 36803, and we want to put the search option in there and save it underneath click option 1. Okay, once we've done that, click out of the program because we no longer need it for this tutorial, and let's work on to this. Now that we've got that organized, we need to type in a private static integer, and we're going to type in npc is equal to 949 and anim is equal to 9827, as we have done in previous tutorials. Next part, we need to type it as a private bool in, and we need to say quest start is equal to false, quest progress is equal to false, and then we want to type in quest complete is equal to false. Right, now we want to do a line down and type in the following stuff. This is going to be a bit, so get info is equal to false, info complete is equal to false, and then you want to say armor is equal to false. Whoops. Weapon is equal to false. Bow is equal to false. Bookshelf or bookcase, sorry, is equal to false. The next one is P1 is equal to false, which we'll do P1 on the next line. So P1 is equal to false. P2 is equal to false. P3 is equal to false. P4 is equal to false. And semicolon at the end of that, please. Okay, now Control S to save. Good, that's all of that done. Now underneath the start method, we need to type in the following. If quest start is equal to false, and quest progress is equal to false. We want to open and close a curly bracket on the end of that, please. And now that we're in here, we need to do a send Npc Dialogue. Right, we're going to type in Npc, a nim, and we also want to make sure we put in the double quotation marks with a semicolon at the end. We're going to type in stage is equal to 1, and then that's that part there done for now. But what we're going to do is type in this. It's going to say hello adventurer, right? And then we're going to say what can I help, oops, you with, okay, question mark, Control S and save. Here we need to go an else if statement. This else if statement needs to say quest progress, oops, is equal to true, and get info is equal to true. Open and close on that. We need to type in if armor is equal to true. If, oh sorry, not if, it's meant to be and, sorry. We need to say weapon is equal to true. So equal true. And then we want to say bow is equal to true. And we want to say and bookcase is equal to true. Then we want to press enter quickly, so that way we can bring it down one line. We want to go all the way over here where the if is, and then we want to type in the ands, okay, space it, and then we want to say p1 is equal to true, and then we want to say and p2 is equal to true, and then and again, p3 is equal to true, and p4 is equal to true. So p4 equal to true. Okay, now that is done. I know it looks pretty long and messy, but we'll explain. Now once that's done, right, I want to make sure it's all correct. It looks that way, so what we could do is open and close on that one, and let's have a look where we didn't do this correctly. P1 is equal to false, which is fine. They're all equal to false. Where do we stuff up? Armor and weapon and bow and bookcase and P1. Why would it need a syntax there? That's a bit strange. Oh, it's because I didn't put the double equals. My bad. I'm looking straight at it and I didn't even see that. That's stupid. All right. So now that's happened, right? We're going to open and close a curly bracket on that. And as you can tell, this is here. So we need to put an else here and open up that. Now we're going to do a send Npc Dialogue underneath it, right? And then we will type in Npc and nim, and then we want to do that with a semicolon, and we want to type in how comes the quest so far, adventurer. Okay. Dot and save, or question mark, sorry. In here we want to go send Npc Dialogue. Right, I'm going to do Npc and nim, and we want to do the same quotations and all that sort of jazz that we normally do. And we want to type in here, so what did you find? Question mark, save. Now underneath this, we need to say that stage is equal to 9. Right. Underneath this one is stage is equal to 127. Right. Save that. This one here, no, we need to go to here. Right, because obviously from here to here to here to here, which is what we're doing. From here to here is the code on the inside, so we need to go here, right? We're going to type in an else if, and we want to say quest complete is equal to true. I'm going to open close on that one. Right, now we need to do a send Npc dialogue. So I just want to copy this. I don't really want to type it all night. Oops. Why did that do that? Put it here. Get rid of all the writing out of here and type in you should be visiting the mining instructor before it's too late. Dot. Okay. Now we save that. We want to say after that is stage 127. So stage is equal 127. Comment that out or whatever. Right. Now we need to make our own section here. So we need to do a public static void get info, which I'm pretty sure we done a get info by copying it before, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So that's here. We're going to cut that, paste it up here. Okay. Just make sure it's here and it says all that stuff. All right, this is where I like to put it. You can have it down the bottom of the code. It wouldn't matter, but this is where I want to put it. It looks better to me. It suits better to me. Okay, so what we're going to do is if, and we're going to say armor is equal to false, right? And object dot get ID is equal to 36779. Right, open and close on that one. Did we spell armor wrong? Oh, we didn't put a static here. So make sure this is a static. Private static boolean. I don't know why I wrote boolean. I probably just got too far of myself, all right? It needs to be a static so we can access it in other codes. If it's not a static, we can't, okay? With it being a public. All right, so it's a bit of a pain, all right? Anyways, after that, we want to type in player.getDialog manager.startDialog. We're going to do in here simple message. And inside this one here, we want to say you search the armor rack and noticed. All right, we just want to say that for now, and we want to copy this because I'm going to need this for a fair bit. Okay, so that's why I'm copying it, because we're going to change some of this details and stuff, but we need the notice stuff. Okay, so that's why I'm doing it like this. The next thing underneath that line that we need to do is we need to say armor is, oops, where is it? Yeah, we're going to say armor is equal to true. So armor is equal to true. Right. Now that that's done, we need to do an else if here. And we need to say weapon is equal to false, and object.getID is equal to, and the object ID is 33793. Right, open and close on this. And we want to say this thing here, and we want to say weapon is equal to true, right? Do another else if here. I want to say bow is equal to false, and we're going to say object dot get ID is equal to 836. Want to open and close on this one, right? And we're going to type in that message again, and we want to type in bow is equal to true, right? Or bow is equal to true, not equal, and then we're going to do an else if again. And after this one, it was bookcase. So bookcase is equal to false, and object ID, object.getID is equal to 36832. So 36832. Open and close on that one. Copy and paste that. And the next thing that we need to do is bookcase is equal to true. Okay. Now we're going to do else if again, and this is P1 is equal to false, and object.getID, oops, is equal to, and we need to type in the object for this, which is painting 1, which needs to be 36804, right? And then we're going to say end object.getX is equal to, and .x is 3085, right? Now we've done that, we want to press enter. We want to also say end object.getY is equal to 3119, and then we're going to say end object.getPlane, oops, .plane is equal to 1. Open and close. Type in that. Say P1 is equal to true. Right. Save that for 2 secs. Now we want to copy all this information. Paste it here. We want to say P2. And now we just need to change like the IDs on the objects and the coordinations. Okay. So the object for the next one was 36804. So it's the same thing. the coordination is different. It's 3080 and it's 3123. Okay, with that, and this needs to be changed to a P2. Okay, now that we've got P1 and P2 there, we can actually press enter here, put another opening bracket, press and do that again, enter in an opening bracket, again, enter in an opening bracket. So the reason for that, me doing that, is now that we've got P1, P2, P3, P4, just change these to P3 and P4. So they're all in order. Now we can change these numbers and then start working on the dialogue. It just makes things a bit quicker. So what we're going to do is underneath that, the next one, which is number 3, is 36803. It needs to be 3089, right? Sorry. 03. We're actually meant to do not 03, we're meant to do 13. So it's 36813, and that coordination is 3084, and the Y coordination on that is 3125 by one plane, obviously, because it's on the same floor. The next thing that we need to do for this is 36803, and it needs to be 3089 by 3120. Okay, object plane 1, and then Control S and save. Now what we need to do is change this from armor rack to weapon. This one here is node. Yeah, you search the bow rack, even though it's a bow cabinet, so whatever, doesn't matter. I'm just doing this for tutorial anyway. You search the bookcase, that's what I'm going to say. So bookcase. This one here is, what is it? Painting. Next one's painting. And the next one's painting. I'll explain to you what we're doing here as well, so that way you don't get confused. But this is just to get the names of what they are first, and then we're going to write in what we've done, okay? So painting. Right, obviously all these say notice. Now we need to find out what do they notice from doing it, right? So if we go up to the armor one, right, noticed there was only one shield left, right? Now if we go to the weapons, noticed most of them are blunt, right? Now for the bookcase, I think this one is, no, it's the bow rack, sorry. The bow has no string. The bookcase is, the books are mostly torn and mostly destroyed. Okay. Now P1 is the painting one, right? So notice nothing was wrong with this. The next one was, notice there is a few fingerprints on it. Alright, put a dot. Make sure there's a dot at every single one. It just makes it look better. Okay. The one underneath that is, there was a small part missing from the bottom left. Okay. And the last one goes, noticed it looks, noticed that this, oh my gosh, looks like it was replaced. Okay, Control S to save all that. Now that there is that code that we needed done. Now we can work on the run method, and once we've done the run method, I'm pretty sure that's the end of this tutorial. So that's pretty good. So we want case 1. We're going to do send options dialog. And we're going to say choose an option. But before we actually do that, sorry, there's one thing I didn't do, which is the switch. we need to have a switch and stage method with an opening, and then just go underneath this, put it here, and just put a closing. Drag that back to the start, make it look nicer. Right, we're going to add in a couple of more. Alright, I'm going to tell you what we're going to write in this. So this one here is learn about quests. This one here is, do you have a quest for me? And this one here is nothing. Okay. Now put a semicolon at the end of this dialogue, please. Then we're going to go stage is equal to 5. Semicolon, and then put a break. Okay. Then we're going to go case 2, and we're going to type in the following stuff. Okay. Is if, and then we're going to say component ID is equal to option underscore 1. Open and closing. And underneath this one, we're going to go if, and we'll type in component ID is equal to option underscore 2. Open and close. And underneath that one, we need to do if component ID is equal to option underscore 3. Open and closing on that. Okay. Now we're going to type in the following stuff. So inside 3, we're going to do stage is equal to 127, and we're going to do a break. Okay. Inside number 2, we're going to do a send Npc Dialog, and we're going to say Npc anim, and then 2 quotations, semicolon at the end, right? And then we're going to say the stage is equal to 4 and break. Okay. In number 1, we need to do the send Npc Dialog again, so we want to copy this, right? Paste that there. Stage is equal to 3 and break. Okay. Now up here you want to say, so you wish to learn about quests. Oh, quests, adventurer. Okay, I'm going to put a BR there, press enter, go down as like we normally do, and then go quests can be done by opening the quest tab and clicking on a desired quest. And then we're going to put a break line as well. And then we're going to say, but some quests do require skill requirements, or even quest requirements. Dot, and then press enter. Or sorry, dot, and then just do that. So now that goes to stage 3. In this option 2, we go, I actually could do with your help. Dot. Okay. Now underneath case 3, so underneath this section here. Wait, where is it? Nope, underneath this one here. We're going to type in case 3, right? And we want to say that we're going to send Npc Dialog. So if we've copied that, that's what we do. Some quests will be very easy and quick, while some are very long and hard. Right. Put that there. Put a break line. Press enter. Go across. And then type in here. I recommend once you restore this island to do the cooking assistant quest. Okay, and then we're going to say stage is equal to 127 and break. I'm going to go case 4. Right. And then we're going to do this, but change the NPC part, right? Oops. Just hot. Whoops. My gosh, if it lets me do it. There we go. Type in player. Now we need to get rid of this NPC stuff and just leave the anim. Okay. And inside here, we want to say, what is it you need help with? Question mark. Control S. And then we're going to go stage 5. So stage is equal to 5. And then we're going to go break. Right. And then we're going to go case 5. And then we wanted to type in the NPC one again. And inside here we go, I need you to find information about what took out the last group. Yep. Last group that. And then we're going to do that. Press enter, type in space once. Controlled this island. Okay. Dot and then put BR. Press enter again. And then we're going to say, do you think you could do this for me? Now the question is, I don't know how well it's going to come out in the dialogue, whether it's going to be all over the place or it's going to look neat. Don't quote me on that because I didn't actually really look into it much. Stage is equal to 6. It's something that you can work on anyways yourself. Like, this is just showing you that, you know, we can get a whole tutorial island working sort of thing and then change around things as we progress anyways, because this is not going to be the final project. This is just to get the basic bare bones of it. Okay. Send options, dialogue. Right. In here we're going to say choose an option. The next one is going to say, sure, I will help. Sure, I will help you. Yeah, that's fair enough. And the last one will say, no thanks. Right. Semicolon there. We're going to go stage is equal to 7 and break. Right, we're going to go case 7. I'm going to say if component ID is equal to option underscore 1, open and close. Alright, make sure you spell that correctly. Don't do what my mind just did. Component ID is equal to option underscore 2. It actually has to be in caps, okay, just so you've got that aware. Now, we're going to do a bit of a twist in this. So what we're going to do is we're going to send the NPC dialogue here and another one there. Right, we want to also go quest progress is equal to true. And then we're going to say quest start is equal to false. And then we're going to say stage is equal to 8. And then break. We want to do the same thing underneath here. Quest progress is equal to true. Quest start is equal to false. Stage is equal to 8. Break. Okay. And we're going to say, sorry, but you cannot refuse your destiny, adventurer. Okay. Save that one and go up the top here and say, thank you, adventurer. Okay, so what he's going to do is if we click option 1 saying we're going to help him, he's going to say thank you, adventurer. If we click option 2, he's going to be like, no, you're still going to do this. So we're making it that you have no choice, you have to do this quest. So case 8, right, and then we're going to go send Npc Dialogue, and then we're going to go NPC anim. There is a hidden, oops, I didn't put this in a quotation as they call it. There is a hidden there is hidden mysteries, Jesus, hidden mysteries around this place. Please find them all. Right. Push that there. Press enter so we can bring that down a line. Right. I want to put a break line at the end of this, please. Actually. So BR. Right. And inside this part here, we're going to say, then come back to me, adventurer. Okay, semicolon at the end. We'll say get info is equal to true. Then we're going to do stage is equal to 127 and break. Okay. Then we also want to do case 9. And then we want to say send player dialogue. Okay, we want to say and hit a name. Oops. Quotations and semicolon at the end. Okay, so now that we've got that, we want to say I found the following. Right, we'll put a break line. Now this part here is pretty big, so just hopefully you can get this done pretty quick. A painting had a small cut taken from it. Right, break line. The next one is a painting had finger marks on it with a break line. The next one is a painting had nothing wrong with it, and then break line. Right, once we've got that break line, we need to actually go get info is equal to false. So get info is equal to false. Right, this is going to make sense in a minute. Stage is equal to 10. Right, and then we're going to say break, and then we're going to go case 10, and we're going to do send player dialogue. And we want to type in a nim, and we want to say quotations and semicolon at the end. Now once we've got that, we want to say a painting looks like it was replaced. Dot and then put BR. Right. Bring that across. And once that's across, we want to say the weapon rack. Most of the weapons are blunt. And then we're going to say BR. Next one is the bow seemed to have no string attached. And then we're going to say BR. The next one is the books from the bookcase has mostly torn and destroyed books. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to go stage is equal to 11. Oops, 11. And then we're going to say break. Then we're going to go case 11. And then we're going to say send player dialogue. And we're going to do a nim. And then we want to do quotation semicolon at the end. And we're going to say the armor rack only contained one shield. Oops, shield. And then we're going to break line. Make sure we put a dot at the end. Press enter. Bring this across. And we want to say that's everything I have noted down from what I found. Dot. Okay. Control S. We want to say stage 12. And break. I'm going to do case 12. And then underneath case 12, we need to type in send NPC dialogue. So make sure we put a semicolon at the end of the break. So and send NPC, we're going to say interesting. Well, I can't, seem to figure out what has happened Yeah, what has happened. I'm going to put a semicolon thing, or whatever it is at the end, not semicolon, but you know what I mean. That dot line thing, or whatever it's called. Anyway, just getting on with this before I get distracted. We're going to say around here, but make sure you put in a space, right? Around here, but I suggest you go inform the mining instructor of what has happened here. Right, next one, another line again, and say maybe he will know what to do, question mark. Or yeah, question mark sounds about appropriate for that. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is we need to do the following, which is quest complete is equal to true, stage is equal to 127, and break. Now we need to do case 127, and we need to say end and break. Okay, Control S to save all that. Now that should be the whole lot of this tutorial done. Let's go check out this code. Sorry about that, it's taken a while. Let's get into it. Alright, just gotta wait for it to load. Okay, it's loaded up. 123 123 to log in as the owner account. Now we're at the quest guide's house. We'll speak to him. So hello adventurer. If I turn around and say learn option, you know, he's gonna say sure, whatever. I don't know why he done that, but whatever. If we click this, he goes, I need you to find information about the last group. Once controlled the island. Do you think you could do this for me? You could say, yeah, sure you could. If you said no to him, you'd do the same thing. So what we need to do now is we need to click on this. You notice the chest when you searched it. Okay, click on this, click on the bookshelf, go upstairs. Actually, no, search this rack first. Then go upstairs, search the painting, search the other painting. As you can see, I'm getting all these dialogues. I'll show you something quickly as well. Now, the bookshelves up here work as well. So if we right click on that, 36832, and that's the coordinations, right? If we go down here and right click on this, it says the same sort of stuff, different coordinations. That's why I said you have to set specific coordinations. Now I could have chose either one to get this to work. If I click on him, he goes, so what did you find? He'll go, I found a small painting, had a cut taken from it. A painting had finger marks on it. A painting had nothing wrong with it. A painting, blah, blah, blah. And he'll just go through it. Armor rack and stuff. Interesting. I can't see what to do. Maybe we should go see the mining instructor. If we click on him again, he said you should be visiting the mining instructor before it's too late. And he'll just keep saying it, okay? Now, as for fixing up the other thing, we're going to have a look at that quickly because I did stuff up, which was, if we go hello adventure, you go to stage 1. So stage 1 is choose an option, and he'll go to stage 5. So what is stage 5 is a good question. Stage 5 is what is it you need help with. So if we don't say stage 5 and we say stage 2, it will read this stuff here, which was actually, that's starting to make a bit of a weird sense there. Give me a sec. Case 1, so we load up this dialogue. It's going to read the next part automatically, I believe it was. If we actually go into a different one, just to double confirm, because obviously my head's not in the right space at the moment for this. If we go to stage 2, it'll read stage 2, yeah, so it should really go to the next stage by reading this, so it should read that. Leave it at stage 5 if you like. You can tamper around with it, change it around a little bit. I'm just going to leave mine at stage 2. If it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not really worried too much. It's just for this tutorial to show you guys what's going on. Hopefully this video has been very helpful, and I should see you guys in the next one. Please make sure that you toggle that subscribe button, toggle the notification, put a thumbs up, and comment down in the comment sections and let me know what you think of this tutorial. It's pretty basic, pretty easy, and gives you a little bit of a understanding towards a lot of things that we're doing in this. And yeah, hopefully you guys will see from me really shortly with the new one about making items and making objects. But we're going to actually be making objects in the next tutorial, maybe an item or two in the tutorial after. We're going to have about 2, maybe 3 tutorials in the smithing area. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.